Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Lacey. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Back's got it on the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Left side is Woodhead. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The running back has it. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're testing the right side here. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Still running at the 40. Could be an alley. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Burrowing for yardage. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dickey. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hands it off. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking downfield is Hammond. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right side, it's Cook. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Calls his own number. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
This is a designed run. Down he goes.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Out wide left, it's Lacey. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback will keep it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made him.
Caught, and he's got room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Hammond. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Got a man in the middle. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hammond. He's got it. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Caught, it's Hudson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Woodhead. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dickey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. Move to his right. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. They just barely get him stopped, and he almost cruised all the way to the dressing room. A little excitement here to wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 4 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Hoosiers in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team, and this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They're going to ride this running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Nicky. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Nicky. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Right side, it's Woodhead. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
2nd down to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Hits the crease. He's at the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
That quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Way off target there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. He's past the sticks. Touchdown Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move, it's Dickey. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff again. Sees an alley. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Delayed give. It's Dickey. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It's Dickey.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Dickey.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Nicky. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Left side, it's Woodhead. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Turning it on. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Sends it back in motion. He'll take it himself. running there. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take it. Snags it, and there's running room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. They get to him as he throws. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Buying time to his right. Breaks into the open. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough, the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Knight. Out wide right, it's Lacey. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Rebels. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide left, it's Lacey. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it looking for a first. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the right. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, Dave.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. but they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Rebels offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Long way to go on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Past the 30. There he goes. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacy. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback keeps it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick give. It's Dickey. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. He wants a big play here late. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of
gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
Wide. Duck, Dick. Duck, duck. Straight on the end.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.